Chelsea vs Dortmund, the preview. A big night at the Bridge awaits, and we set the second leg scene here. Moonlight and music mean the romance of the Champions League, and how Chelsea would love to overturn Borussia Dortmund's narrow advantage in this decisive leg of the round of 16, an 8 p.m. kickoff under the floodlights at Stamford Bridge. The players will need the backing of supporters as much as ever if more UEFA fixtures are to be added to the calendar, and the Londoners must score in order to progress to the quarter-finals following the one-goal defeat in Westphalia 3 weeks ago. "If we do things right we will win," predicted Joao Felix yesterday, and the Blues, who have won 7 of the past 9 European home matches, were buoyed by a domestic win and clean sheet on Saturday that may just prove a defining moment. More to the point, nearly all of Chelsea's significant statistics this season have been more positive in this competition than in the Premier League. The visitors have been pitch perfect since the winter break, winning 10 in 10 across all competitions, but have lost 9, won 3 and drawn 4 of their last 16 UEFA knockout games. Both sides could be missing significant players. But this is a special Champions League night. The German opposition is on a roll and the odds may be against the Blues. When has that ever fazed the two-time champions of Europe? Chelsea has progressed on 11 of the 17 occasions we have lost the first leg of a European tie away from Stamford Bridge, most recently at home to Paris Saint-Germain in 2013-14. Chelsea team news. It is easy to forget how well Chelsea performed in Westphalia 3 weeks ago, edging possession and managing more crosses, 31, shots, 21, and efforts on target, 8, than any side in that European midweek. Joao Felix and Mykhailo Mudryk had breakthroughs down the black and yellow's right. Reece James trained yesterday after sitting out Saturday with a slight strain. As impressive as the trio of Fofana, Kalidou Koulibaly, and Benoit Badiashile was against Leeds, it cannot be replicated tonight as Badiashile, along with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, David Fofana and Noni Madueke, is not in the Blues Champions League squad. Of course, Trevoh Chalobah, who had an effective 50th appearance for the Londoners on Saturday, could slip into the centre in the injured Thiago Silva's absence. It is too soon for N'Golo Kante's long-awaited return, but Christian Pulisic is available and Reece James should also be ready. Inked already may be Saturday's goal hero Wes Fofana, who netted his first in the Premier League with an imperious header which, realistically, could have been his second from one of many splendid Ben Chilwell deliveries. That was the Blues' first goal for 400 minutes and the Bridge went wild, a sensation we hope to recreate this evening. The France centre-back, remember, poked home in his only previous European night at the Bridge to date, the 3-0 thrashing of Milan. For Enzo, Felix and Mudryk, this will be the first taste of the Champions League atmosphere under floodlights at the Bridge. Should Graham Potter retain Saturday's winning formula, Raheem Sterling, injured for the trip to Dortmund, Kai Havertz and Joao Felix could start up front. All were lively and purposeful on the break against Leeds and each could have improved the look of the scoreboard. In Dortmund, Potter set up in a 4-2-3-1, though James often had to tuck into the middle to match numbers in that area. The 3-4-3 formation has delivered relatively more wins, clean sheets, touches in the opposition box, goal-scoring opportunities and goals. It also liberates 2 of the Blues' most effective players, wing-backs Chilwell, who delivered Fofana's winner, and James, who rested on Saturday. That said, could it be time for a brave tweak? A 3-5-2 with Felix and Havertz next to each other might help both pressure the visitors' back four, and create and take chances. Potter's brief switch to a narrow box of 4 in midfield also looked like something he was maybe trying out for tonight. The most significant factor this evening will be the players' approach. We know they are capable of pace and physical intensity teams struggle to handle. For what is effectively an all-or-nothing match, the whole stadium should be ready to give everything. Continental honors. Chelsea 9 Borussia Dortmund 3. Champions League, the regulations. This is the second season since the abolition of the away goals rules, which gave extra weight to visiting teams finding the net when scores were level after 90 minutes of the second leg of a knockout tie. That means any one-goal victory in normal time for Chelsea would take the tie into 30 minutes extra time with the possibility it is decided on penalty kicks, while any win by 2 or more would put the Blues in the bowl for the quarter-finals, semi-finals and final draw, which will take place from 11 a.m. on Friday, March 17. The Londoners have won 3 and lost 2 of our past 5 shootouts in European competitions, including Frankfurt at the Bridge in 2019 and stretching back to success against Bayern Munich in the 2011-12 Champions League final. Chelsea has not been awarded a penalty since the departure of Jorginho, and the new regular taker is German international Kai Havertz. The amendment increasing the number of permitted substitutions from 3 to 5 has also been made permanent, and the trialing of semi-automated offside technology, SAO, continues in the knockout stages. The 68th edition of the European Cup and the 31st since it was renamed the Champions League will reach its climax with the final at the Ataturk Olympic Stadium in Istanbul next June. German sides at the Bridge. This is Dortmund's first ever visit to Chelsea, but we have an excellent home record against their compatriots. Before losing to Bayern at this stage 3 years ago, the Blues were undefeated in 10 encounters, winning 7 and drawing 3 against German sides stretching back to the mid-60s in the Intercities Fairs Cup. The most sensational game in recent years was the second leg of the Europa League semi-final against Frankfurt in May 2019. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's first-half opener handed the Londoners a 2-1 aggregate advantage, but after the break, the visitors forced an equalizer and created plenty of scares in extra time. The hero of the penalty shootout that matched Chelsea with Arsenal in the Baku final was Kepa Arrizabalaga. Cesar Azpilicueta saw his spot kick saved, but the keeper trapped Martin Hinteregger's effort between his legs to square things, then thwarted Goncalo Paciencia to hand Eden Hazard his coup de grace moment. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, share, like, and leave your comment.